What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Kayla B, and this is another episode of Where Are They Now, brought to you by the one and only Detroit Hot Television. Today, we have with us a special guest, a Southern soul artist whose raw voice and deep, smooth tones will have you a shaking and a shimmying from dawn to dusk. Let's welcome Miss Sheila B Sexi Jackson. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm cold, but I'm good. So you down in Florida, huh?
I'm in Quincy, Florida, down here in these bushes and these woods.
Yeah, it's nice to have good weather.
It's not that bad. It's some mornings it's cold, nippy. Then some mornings it's like 78, 80. And that's what keeps everybody with a little cold.
Well, let's get started. So just tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Hardaway, Florida. I come from a big family. It's 10 of us, 10 siblings, 5 sisters, 4 brothers. Good old country girl. So I just started in the music industry about 3 years ago. I got fired from a job and I wrote a song called I Got Fired from a Job. But that was therapeutic for me. Right now, 3 years in the industry. So I wrote, I got fired from my job, and I wrote, I'm in love with a married man. I wrote, how do you want it? Please don't play no games. I produced an album. After about a year in it, I've opened up for some big artists like King George and Tucker and Agent Badger. I shared the stage with Karen Wolf. So it's been amazing to see old country girl like me out there with them big dogs. You feel me?
I really love your accent. Like, I love it. It's so raw and just, it's a sweet Southern belle. Like, I can still hear that. Well, outside of 3 years ago, did you ever think that you would find yourself doing music full time? Like, how did this even materialize?
I thought it was therapeutic to write it and put in my diary. And so to see that people really like the music, that's amazing to me. I can remember the first time that after I wrote the first song, I got booked. I was in Alabama. It was Monroeville, Georgia. And the guy called me and I was clueless as to how much I should charge. He said, what you charge? I don't even know, really. I had reached out to a young lady named Miss Jean Crane and she was like, well, tell them 300. You ain't got but 2 songs. So I said, I'm going to take a gamble. I said, I charge 500. So he like, well, how about 350? So if I hadn't said 350, he probably would have said 100. You feel me? So
yeah.
My style has been, I'm more like the country vibe. Sometimes I might get, sexy and dress up, but my style is more just being me, which I love my boots. I love my hat. But every now and then, there's a young man gave me he said, Miss Sheila, ain't nobody got the sexiest diva in Southern Soul. So I said, okay, I'll take that.
Wow.
You feel me? I'll take it. So, so I call myself Sheila B Sexi, and AKA the sexiest diva in Southern Soul.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, how exactly did that come about? Okay, so that explains that.
My name is Sheila B Jackson. The same young lady, she said, drop the Jackson, just put sexy at the end. So that's how I end up with my whole name, middle initial, and the last name Sexy, Sheila B Sexi.
Awesome. Being in the industry for 3 years, going from, just writing in your diary, do you ever find yourself reflecting on the past experiences? Do you ever find time to be in that reflective state? Are you constantly on the go?
My music is a reflection of how I was feeling at the time that I wrote the song.
Okay.
So a lot of the song is so relatable because the average person went through good relationships, bad relationships. It's so therapeutic to me. And plus I love traveling. I get a chance to network with different people. And I love to go and patronize other artists too, because I like to see their stage presence. What are they doing? What can I do different compared to what they're doing? And it's always a teachable moment. When it's convenient and my money ain't funny, I'll travel to check out the concert.
Okay. I think that's more of what I was asking. I'm not sure if it was clear, but you answered it perfectly. It's really crazy because it can be anywhere, anytime. Obviously, have your own practice sessions and then you're recording your own music. You go also, and it's cool that you're able to pull and learn from other artists who may or may not be where you're at. That's all a part of that process. So that's really dope.
Yeah, it's a revolving circle because if you look at even the R&B singers, Michael Jackson and James Brown, Chris Brown, and those other artists, like we seen last night on the award show on Earth Show, the dance, it recycles.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying, why not take an opportunity to learn from these people that's already done paved the way? And I don't mind sharing my experience with, new artists, because I feel like we all can grow together. I love entertaining too. So you may see me cutting the rug, dancing. I'm on it. You feel me? I'm dancing, having a good time. And I love music. Some people write without their music, but I love to buy the beat and listen to it. And it seemed like sometimes the words just come out of the beat. And it's been a good experience. So I recently signed with the label who has taken my music to the next level.
Okay.
So yeah, we added now live guitars and different little instrumental panels to make it sound bigger. Yeah. So that's a plus right now.
That's so cool. So are you able to be in on the process? Like, do you ever find yourself, learning in those sessions too? Or is it more of, writing and singing and performing and such?
No, any artist will tell you they may write a song, but when they get in a studio, they may change it 12 times, or they may freestyle some other stuff that they hadn't even thought about. When you go to the studio, it's a whole different zone because you now in that musical world, in that musical zone, and you feeling what you're feeling, you're hearing what you're hearing, and sometimes you be like, did I say that? Did I say that part right now? Okay, let's go with that. Let's go. Let's keep that. Let's keep that part right now. It's an experience for anybody. And I never wrote nowhere that I was going to even sing a song. Some people say, I've been singing 30 years, 40 years. I ain't wrote nowhere in nobody's book that I was going to be a singer. So it's like I reinvented myself after having gone through what I went through. And it came out positive. Since the Lord blessed me, give me this gift, which I ain't know I had this gift, I'm super excited about it. And I've been meeting positive people. That's the good thing about it. I hadn't had no bad experience in the industry just yet. Now, I hope not have none. So
yeah, we hope not. Especially with all this stuff we hear popping off right now.
Yes. Everybody been good. Like, I'm blessed.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. But now we're going to take a peek at Sheila B Sexi's Caught Up.
Well, you can't help who you fall in love with, but just don't get caught up. Here's my story. It started out like a one night stand. You and me, baby. We both knew the plan. Baby, you have anything planned tonight? Slow sipping on wine. We lost track of time. I just kept moving. Now 6 years later, my baby still is mine. Still with me. Riding around town, holding hands, as if he's mine. He belongs to me, but he's someone else's man. I got caught up in a one night stand. Ooh, I got caught up with someone else's man. Let me tell you how good it got, y'all. Listen, it got real good. He used to text my phone, say meet me at the spot. Meet me at the spot, baby. Cause my baby knew, y'all, when this thing got hot, you ready to make love too. We used to talk for hours, every day of the week. Every day. My best friend lover, he was my lover, y'all. My number one freak. He used to slow roll it. He would take his time. He was stroking so good that I almost lost my mind. I got caught up. Y'all, we got caught up in a one night stand. Wasn't supposed to be that way. I got caught up. I fell in love. I got caught up, y'all, with someone else's man. It was somebody else's man. Yes, he was. And he gave me what I wanted, and I gave him what he needed. I got caught up. Y'all, he would be making love to me, and he would be whispering in my ear. He said, don't you get caught up. Don't you get caught up. But I love him was so good, y'all. Guess what happened though? He used to slow and roll it. He would take his time. He was stroking so good that I almost lost my mind. I got caught up. Y'all, we got caught up in a one night stand. Wasn't supposed to be that way. I got snap on me. Yeah, she did. Yeah. And she want me like a dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She put that thing on me. And she left me in my feelings, y'all. She always says me good, she always says me right. It's good in the morning, but it's better late at night. It's good in the bed, but it's better in the shower. That Pooh they got some paw. I got caught up, y'all, we got caught up in the one night stand. What's supposed to be that way? I got caught up, I fell in love. I got caught up, y'all, with someone else's man. It was somebody else's man. Oh, yeah. Yes, he
was. You're watching Where Are They Now with your host, Kayla B, right here on Detroit Hot Television.
Wow, that was so raw. What's the story behind this particular song?
Ooh, Caught Up is one of those songs right there. You can't tell nobody what you done did. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
Caught up in a one-night stand. You ever had that person you wouldn't intend to be with but by 5-10 minutes, but you end up with them 4 years later, 5 years later, 10 years later. That love was so good. Ooh, almost made you lose your mind. That's some good loving right there, girl. You hear me?
Oh my gosh.
You can't help who you fall in love with get caught up.
What in the world prompted you to write that song?
That you go through that phase of life that you experienced. I done been caught up before. Good loving, sneaky linky. You know what I'm saying?
This has happened.
Oh, good.
Well, I don't want the director's cut. I want the raw and edited version. That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to get at.
The song said he used to slow roll it. He would take his time. He would roll it so good that I almost lost my mind.
I'm telling you, sometimes it be like that.
You really?
Yeah. When you write, would you say it's based on just regular life, or do you ever want to sell a fantasy?
I think my biggest plus has been I write from a place in my life that so many people can relate to. I don't think I probably can write from the imaginary state of mind. So it has always been from my experience. And when I write and put it out there, I have so many people and they like, girl, I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
The plus part of it is it's relatable music. So I'm blessed to have some people that can relate to that. Every time I go to the studio, I'll be like, oh, I'm about to go to revival on this one. You feel me? I come up.
Okay.
In church, everybody was tearing, calling Jesus, getting saved and sanctified, the one with the fire and baptism. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that was from a little girl. So when I sang the blues, I'm thinking, I don't know how they gonna feel about that one, but I'm gonna get it out of me. You feel me?
Yes.
Sometimes you may hear me say, y'all, we might have to go to revival on this one, but what it is. But I'm learning that, hey, people love music. Even the Christian, they love good soul Southern music. It sells. And it's something that they want to hear, something that they've, because everybody ain't been saved all their lives. Some of the music that I produce and I put out there is somebody done experienced it. With Caught Up, with I'm in Love with a Married Man, and we ain't gonna talk about that one, cause it might. Hey, Kayla, that's another one. I'm in love with a married man, and it makes me feel real good. He brings breakfast in the morning. They told me that in the blues, sexism sells. Because if you ever just listen to the average man that's singing, they're singing about sneaky link, they're singing about cheating in the other room. So it's like sexism sells in this genre of music with the blues, Southern souls. So I'm right in the gap with everybody, and it's fun. I love having fun with the music. Some music come with critics. Everybody don't want to hear about you singing about a married man. Somebody might have their husband out there. Yeah. I went to Memphis, Tennessee one time, and I went with a friend and I said, record me now while I'm singing. So she a married woman, but she ain't supposed to be singing in the background. When I got ready to sing, I'm in love with a married man, she was in the background telling me, they ain't gonna want to hear that one. Girl, you don't supposed to be talking. You supposed to be there recording, right? But they was feeling it though. They was enjoying it, you know. So it's all relatable. And it's the blues.
When I was, doing my research on your work and, your performances and things like that, they have you under R&B.
Well, I put it like this right here, to be honest with you. I really don't want to be in a box with no particular genre. I want to be where I can cross over from R&B to blues, Southern soul, country, Western. I got a country song that we're ready to try. And then I want to expand my territory, because if I expand it, then as a larger audience, and if it's a larger audience, there's more, money to come, more wealth, more traveling, mingling with bigger artists. Because a lot of areas still haven't really felt the blues yet. R&B, rap, it's a more big arena, but Southern soul now is starting to be, accepted. When I have uploaded my music in the beginning, they didn't have a category for Southern soul. So I had to pretty much choose either blues or R&B. So blues is still not where R&B is, so they got a category for R&B and they got a category for blues. So when I upload, sometimes I may choose either or. I may say my first choice is R&B, because I'm hoping the bigger audience that's already established in R&B will hear the music. Time this just depends on the song. I may say blues, and so I just switch up, depending on the song itself. So, because I'm hoping that the R&B market will gravitate to what I'm doing.
I hear, just when I listen to your music, I just hear so much country. I think that's like super cool. It's like literally a fusion of country and R&B. I see where you are trying to appeal to both audiences, and that's really great too. Black country artists, that would be absolutely incredible. We need more of us.
That's next. Matter of fact, they said Beyonce about to do a country album. She's expanding her territories. And that's a plus thing. So,
yeah, if you really want to do it all, you can. Nowadays, it's great for kids like growing up now, because they see us doing so much in so many powerful places, influential places.
If you look at it like this, like in different regions, like you take Alabama, Mississippi, Birmingham, those are the blues counties, cities, and state. You go to, let's say, South Florida, Miami, you got more of the Afrobeats, Caribbean. It just depends on, the region you're in. So that's why when I choose music, I try to think, am I always going to be in Florida in these woods? No. If I'm going to expand my territory travel-wise, out of the state, out of the country, then I want to have a variety of music so that I'm not limited to a platform. So if it's a country concert, I may have a couple country songs that I can enter that platform. Or if I'm in South Florida, if I have a few songs with Afrobeats, I'm able to go and utilize that platform. So I just want to be versatile. And I encourage anybody, if you can be versatile and cross in over to various music, you'll have it in your catalog. That's what I be trying to do. Even though I'm still new to the genre of this industry, I'm open to new stuff.
And speaking of which, I hear that there is a single coming out this Friday. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Keep that dog on a short leash. The dog is a symbol of a man, a managed man. We ain't gonna say a horse, but we'll say managed. You know, the old boy used to say, you manage. You like a lot of women. Keep that dog on a short leash is basically a way of saying, try to keep control of that managed man. It's more of a country way of saying it. You better keep your dog on a short leash. It's the blues. Now, no, that's the blues there.
I got a sneak peek of it. I was like, okay, it's more country and blues than R&B for sure. I was like, where exactly? Like, I'm trying to like see where you're going. And so that makes sense that you not wanting to be boxed in. And it's just crazy still how they're able to like transcend, to other different genres. Is it from personal experience?
That was a young man. His name was Timothy Richardson. Timothy and I, he was the first one that booked me when I first started this genre of music.
Wow.
Started in this industry. And but he's a writer as well. He booked me for my first gig, and we just stayed in contact with each other. And so he shot me the song that he wrote. And the first song that he sung was "Keep Your Dog on a Long Leash." So I listened to it. I was like, what about that long leash thing? Right?
Ladies, can I tell y'all my story about what I had to do with this man of mine. See, there was this chick that used to hang around me all the time. But all the time she was after my man. Can I tell y'all my story? Listen to me. You better watch those chicks hanging around your house. One day you will find out what it's all about. They be twisting and pressing, trying to bribe your man. Next thing you know, she'll have him in the palm of her hand. She'll do the freaky things that you ain't never ever did. Cause she's trying to win him, and she's trying to keep him. You better keep that dog, yeah. Oh, baby, on a real short leash, baby. Oh, baby, so you won't find him barking up another tree. Ooh, baby, I used to go to work and come home real late. When I walked in the door, he had a smile upon his face. I said, what's going on, baby? What's going on with you? Little did I know, old girl had came through. She'll do the freaky things that you ain't never ever did. Cause she's trying to win him, and she's trying to keep him. You better keep that dog, yeah. Oh, baby, on a real short leash, baby. Oh, baby, so you won't find him barking up another tree. Ooh, baby. Ladies, let me talk to you about these raggedy men and these so-called friends. Girl, you was not playing me. I already knew you was messing with that man. Because yesterday when I cleaned up my room, you had left your work shirt. And what did it say? It had your name on it. So I don't even know why you thought you played with me. Wait a minute. You calling my phone? Girl, don't play no games with me. I don't know why you calling my phone. I didn't put them out. Guess what? We about to get saved and sanctified. We going to church. So find you somebody else to play with, girl, before I catch a charge. Oh, my bad. I'm about to get saved. Don't call my phone no more. And I'm going to give that shirt away.
I don't know on Leash, you know what I'm saying? So,
he good.
I listened to it and I sent it over to the beat guy and I was like, can you plug this in? The beat is something that didn't match what he was trying to do. So I sent it over to one of the young men that I use, the Actress Flowers, and he plugged in a beat to it. I went and I added just my little feel of it, picturing myself coming home and seeing a smile on his face as if a woman had been there. And that was a storyline that I added to the song about finding a shirt in the closet with her name on it. What actually happened to me in real life. Divorced my first husband. I don't know why he brought a woman in my home, but I was cleaning up one day. There was this vest with the name Shirley on it. So I implemented that in the song. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, and it tied in real good. So a lot of the rights that I have, it comes from me having gone through some things in life. And people can relate to it because men's are bringing the women's in your house now. You got to be careful about that, though.
I'm telling you, you better than me because
that's the blues.
You know, I think it's really special. Rhythm and blues. It's a story.
It's a storyline.
There's a story in your voice, in your, music. I understand your music better now, like even after speaking with you.
Oh, yeah. It's a storyline, and the video that we have put together with it, they're going to love it. It's a little different ending because most time when you find your man cheating, you're ready to throw in the broom, throw in the ring, like get this ring and just go on about your business. But in this particular storyline, we decided to bring in a real preacher. The latter part of the video would show how we came together and we forgave each other, wow. and we prayed about it. And at the end of the storyline, I decided to keep my husband, give him a second chance.
That's so beautiful. Yeah.
In some parts of the video, you'll laugh, and in some parts, it may make you mad, because when we was doing the video shoot, everybody just wanted to be themselves. I wrote the parts of what I wanted to do, but I allowed everybody to unstrip. Like, say what you want to say, act how you want to act, and we'll look at it. We'll see if it works. And I had so many people that came. Representative Diane Hart was there, Pastor, the First Lady, my brother, his wife. So it was a small audience, but now I'm learning in this industry, you can keep a small circle, but as long as they got those big minds, that's all I need. It turned out real good.
Yeah, so where can we get it?
They're going to be releasing it on the 15th on all digital platforms. They'll be available. Peter and Thomas Lohman, they already released the audio of it. Started last night doing the email blast. But the ones they release is for major radios. They did an email blast to DJs around the world. They really pushing this song. He called last night because he's like on a 3-hour difference. And I was about to sleep, but he was super excited. And he was like, we already getting good feedback from the song. And so I was like, oh, that's what's up.
Congratulations. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I just heard that. Okay, so Detroit Hot TV, for those of you who are following, that will be the first release as well.
Yes.
And speaking of your song, Keep Your Dog on a Short Leash, let's break for a snippet of this single.
Put your seatbelts on, y'all.
Well, you started by getting let go from your job. I'd like to hear, the story of, you taking those, what some would call lemons and making lemonade. And, you're pouring all your emotions and just everything that's on your heart, you're pouring it into paper. And then look at you now. You're here, sharing your music with the world, literally. What advice do you have for people who are, experiencing some type of hardship maybe, and they're just looking for a way to expel that negativity?
My best advice would be keep God first. No one's perfect, but you are somebody. Every now and then it's good that you take your hand and you remind yourself every day you are somebody. And if you tell yourself that every day, you'll have it in your heart. We all are God's kids. And he made us in his own image. I can't be you, you can't be me. But at the end of the day, if you're a good person and you treat people good, my mother has always said, you treat people good, good will come back to you. And living, you just got to keep going. I don't care how many times you fall down.
We definitely will. And don't forget, guys, to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and please be on the lookout this Friday on all platforms.
Everywhere.
So there's no excuse. Somebody got an Instagram or Facebook, so.
Right. Not on Instagram, because everybody don't do Facebook. So I was telling Pete, I say a lot of people don't really trust social media. They don't trust downloading music. So hopefully my label will be making some people still do CDs, baby. And some people do the USB ports, get those lined up as well, so.
Well, I do want to also thank our audience today. So thank y'all for all the love and for tuning in again tonight. This is brought to you by Detroit Hot Television. This is Kayla B, your host, and I'll see y'all next week.
Ladies.